Hello everyone and welcome to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore. And I'm with the hottest battler in the UK and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
So yeah, Ayumu, how are you doing today? Oh my, I can't shout. I can't shout to the microphone. But yeah, anyway, so why is it why is it fun? Or did I hear that wrongly?
No, it was fucked.
Okay, so what happened?
Hello.
Which stairs did you trip down this time?
What?
Like when you said your day is ruined, like I imagine that you were involved in some kind of accident that is minor, but it still ruins your day. Like it make you feel painful all day, like
Oh
stubbing your
wow,
toe or something.
it was a slow pain. It was a slow pain.
Ooh.
It's like, let's make it a metaphor.
Okay.
You had your first girlfriend and then you
Okay.
decided to two-time,
Uh-uh.
and now you think your first girlfriend is annoying.
Okay.
That's the scenario, except it's not two girlfriends, it's Battle Spirits and Battle Spirits Saga.
Yeah. Understandable. I mean, like, it's also like really interesting, right? When other people's, when we meet other people, especially here when we play Saga, and they ask us like, do you play other games? And then they were like, yeah, because they were like, okay, so I am playing Pokemon or maybe Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh on the side. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to know like, what other games you play on the side, and I was like, Battle Spirits. It's a different game, right? It's so yeah. My first game is Battle Spirits, and Battle Spirits Saga is my second game. I like it so much that I played both versions.
I mean, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's basically me as well. But I mean, just like I never felt good about the Japanese version ever since the Contra Saga. I mean, the concept itself was fine, but just like a lot of things, they make the decks like a bit too linear, like kind of even more so than the Groundwalker times. Like, as broken as Rebirth Era was, like it was probably like one of the better times in terms of like deck variety, because like each deck is actually doing something different. Like, you know, you got the Ice Princess, which like is technically just rushing you down. You got the Blue Primal that's actually trying to lock your hand and do some life burn. And then there's Superstar who's still surviving for like the fourth year.
Yeah.
And actually no, that was from Groundwalker, but you get my point.
And you still have Amaterasu as well.
Yeah, true. I mean, but no, Amaterasu was almost dead, and then like they decided to brought it back up. Like, yeah. But yeah, the point being is that in Contrast Saga, like, sure, they might technically work differently. Like, Frick is playing face down cards, which the other decks don't. But like at the end, like, you know, kind of like the process of getting to the win condition is still the same. Like, Contrast Spirit, Aphant, dig for cards, win con, done. And like, it's just like feels like each deck is copy and paste, and I don't like it. But like, okay, that's beside the point. But I suppose you can say there's this like the starting point. And then they released the Diva set. Happy times, Divas. Now they can actually compete for a month. Because then Java came.
No.
And everything has gone to shit.
Okay. Then now everybody's
Like,
playing in 3 Dark Tower, and then yeah, we are.
oh my god, it's
we
not
are
even
in
just
every
that.
state
It's
of
not
chaos.
even just like it's not even just that. Like, you can technically avoid those. You play hard enough. But Jaffa is an ultimate. And Divas don't have ultimate counters.
Exactly.
Fuck my life. But
Mm-mm.
like I've been trying so hard to figure out a way. Like there are some that works, there are some that just like you can just give up.
Mm-mm.
Like you would think that Fungnida, being like one of the more supported
Mm-mm.
divas,
Mm-mm.
would somehow work.
Mm-mm.
She doesn't because she's supposed to swarm.
Mm-mm.
But what kind of swarm can you do when Jaffa can literally move 2 costs every turn, action something, return the life, and summon more from the hand,
Mm-mm.
and then also lock your summon? Because why the fuck not?
Exactly. Just to complete everything.
And then literally the only way for Fungnina to get around is unblockable.
Mm-mm.
But then like, yeah, if they gonna just keep removing your spirits, and you don't even have any one kind of immunity,
Mm-mm.
what the fuck are you going to do? That like, oh my god, like you can say I'm so desperate at the point that's like
Mm-mm.
I'm considering to put Zombie Gamer into the deck, but one copy of Zombie Gamer costs like a quarter of a deck's cost.
Mm-mm.
So if I buy 3 copies of Zombie Gamers, I can practically make a new deck from
Mm-mm.
those money.
Yes.
Same with
Exactly.
Jugglers.
Mm-mm.
Also, like, oh my god, am I actually just going to give up building Fungnina after like pay the whole playset,
Mm-mm.
which is like at more than 3 times. Like I paid for more than 3 times the price
Mm-mm.
of what it is right now.
Mm-mm.
So like, I need to make this work. But if I
Mm-mm.
want to make this work, I need to throw more money in, and I
Mm-mm.
don't want to throw more money in.
Mm. You know what the wise people always say, Ayumu.
But
It doesn't have to be your money. Just kidding. It's not like you can use the company money for that. Please don't do that. Our company is already in the red every time, so you don't
it's
have any
fine.
extra
It's
budget for
fine.
that.
Each humans can live with just one kidney. Wink, wink.
Mm-mm. And you have lots of friends there, right? Like while you are back home and you have lots of friends nearby. It's not something that I can do because I'm far away from my friends. But if I return to Indonesia, I might. No, just kidding.
you know, your liver can regenerate as well. Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
yeah. I was like, yeah. Sometimes I will like illegal. We are getting a little bit deeper into the illegal business, right? Like, why is like the kid is the meme organ that is being traded? Like, uh, while your liver can technically regenerate itself from like only one piece. Like, I think there's this one doctor show that I watched as a kid, and they kind of explain that this particular patient, like their liver is already pretty much 90% damaged, but like one of the way they can kind of handle it is basically they will remove like the 90% of the damaged part and let like the remaining 10% regenerate itself to back to 100%, so that yeah, basically let the how to say, like the healthy cells proliferate and get rid of the bad parts.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what they do. Like
mm-mm,
medical treatments is
mm-mm,
very amazing these days.
mm-mm.
I'm surprised actually. Good for them. Good for them.
Yes.
But yes, back to the point. Divas suck right now, and
Yeah.
like they had so many chances
Mm-mm.
to reprint Sengoku Fest,
Exactly.
and they never did.
And they
You
never did.
can't even spare one slot
Mm-mm.
in the greatest record,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah. And
Literally, bruh.
hmm.
It's a freaking common card, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like, if you look at my collection right now, after I opened 2 cartons today,
Mm-mm.
I got like 40 something copies of the Destiny Roulette. And I'm sure 20 of them could have been Sengoku Fest. So like, fuck you.
It's okay. There will be a greatest record 2024, and it will probably be there. Let's keep
by
on.
then Jaffa might even be dead. But
Yeah.
no, actually no. This isn't related to Jaffa. But yes,
Mm-mm.
Funina unplayable, almost unplayable.
Mm-mm.
Roseberry is barely playable because Roseberry herself is more like an engine. And you can put all kinds of win cons in there. Like actually today, my friend just showed me one of the Roseberry lists, which was literally 3 Worm Shooter, 3 Nova.
Oh my god!
Yeah, something that you can do.
Exactly.
And
Just
they
put the literally strongest card in the game right now.
yeah, and they also put like the seal magic book in there.
What?
So that means when you use on stage with Roseberry, you're drawing 8 cards from the on stage alone.
Wait.
And then yeah.
The sealed magic book. Okay, continue.
It basically doubles the quantity that you draw. And then if you're gonna summon the monochrome Fantasia Roseberry, you're gonna draw 4 more. So you're gonna be drawing 12 cards with one single on stage.
My god.
Yeah, that's something you can do.
Double the total number of the cards you will draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean Nova's gonna be useful all the time, isn't it? So might be a consideration. I mean, it doesn't have to be Nova. It can be Castle Golem, which would probably be a little bit cheaper, to be fair.
Yeah.
And which is also what my current list is running actually. So yeah, Roseberry barely playable. That's something I still have to test. Noah and Deanna also barely playable. It's like the good thing is that Deanna can actually Deanna is one of the like 4 cards that I pick out from the divas. One of the 4 cards that can actually deal with ultimates. So something that I might be able to do, like especially with like a Deanna focus deck. But if I want to do that, I would first have to get 2 more copies of School Festival Deanna, which is a premium Bandai card.
Which I happen
And
to
that
have
means
playoffs.
Oh well, fuck you then.
Okay.
Like one copy is gonna cost like £25. So yeah. I don't think I want to do that.
Just work
So-
more in it. Time to
my
start the
God.
third part-time job.
Oh my god! And then like even like what's considered the best diva deck right now, which is like basically Layoba. She also can't deal Java because she doesn't have depletion immunity.
Okay.
Yay! And she doesn't have any unblockable effects either. I mean, technically she does, but it's not on the one that you want to. So it's like divas are like unplayable. Like I literally had to look back to Aikatsu right now because probably pure palette is even more playable than any of these decks.
Yeah, true.
So yeah. I'm just like so pissed with Bandai at this point. Like there were so many things you could have made better, and it would actually make you earn more as well. And you chose not to do it. And like even like I mean profit wise as well. Like you're clearly trying to make the divas better. But like just like 1 month after, you literally release the fairy nemesis so that they become unplayable again.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess if they at least like make the diva format a little bit more appealing.
Yeah,
not
if they
just one.
actually make
Yeah, I
the
mean,
default format.
yeah. I mean, like they actually
uh,
did have that, but it's like, yeah, in the end, it's just
yeah,
you
but
play
not.
and then you get another promo card that is different. Like if they actually make it like, okay, so there's like only one default format, maybe every 3 months or something, but you get like a special extra. Maybe not. It doesn't have to be something new and broken. It can just be a secret that is only available there.
Oh
That might
yeah,
be
for
nice.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. But it's
Mm-mm.
Bandai. They
Yeah.
will never do that.
Yeah.
And then on to my next piss point,
Mm-mm.
the greatest record.
Yeah.
We literally call it like a music game. If
Mm-mm.
you get Saga Nova, it's the perfect record. If you get the God Pack, then it's a great record. If you don't get either of them, it's a good record. And if somehow you didn't manage it, if you didn't manage to get all the secret arts
Mm-mm.
or like not even like full set or something like or whatever,
Mm-mm.
then it will be a bad record ever.
And then there's the missed record in which you don't get the alternate arts. So yeah, I guess like yeah,
that
this is actually interesting,
that
right?
that that
Because
that would be called calling Bandai to the court.
exactly. Yeah. Because like so especially for people who play Saga mostly. So usually in PS box you don't get like in every booster there is always a shiny card, but it will be an R or higher rarity. So there's no foil for commons. But I think in this greatest record they kind of wanted to emulate what they did for Saga. So basically each pack will come with a textured foil version of any cards in the set or an X rare or higher rarity. And then each box will come with a secret version, which so it is an alternate art version, which is pretty much similar to an SPR. And yeah, remember that you can get like a saga rare as well. But you see there's a guarantee that you will get a one in every boxes, and then people have been opening cases of 20 boxes and they only have like 19 alternate arts, which isn't supposed to happen. Like I mean like only 19 boxes have alternate arts. So disregarding the god pack, like some of the boxes doesn't have any SPR in them. So it's like, huh. It was like if
Yeah,
it's only one or two, it's kind of like yeah maybe it's an error, but yeah it is, I mean like this time it is way too bad that they have to make an official announcement that basically you need, and the announcement is actually kind of like if you are not how to say, if you are not that organized, it kind of feels like they are actually trying to do nothing, right? Because you have to retain the box, the open box as is, so the box and the contents inside. So it's like, yeah, how, like how do you hold yourself to open the boxes and just not just mix everything with the remainder of your collection? Like how do you return this open box to its former like uh or like open but it in its pristine open condition?
well, I mean, if they tell you to do that, then like they would have some ways to like track down
Hmm.
kind of which box is that and everything like that. I think
Hmm.
actually, yeah, I think it works. It does work that way because like I remember before how like there was a post, saying something like, about like the layers potato chips.
Hmm.
Like there was somehow this one pack that's
Hmm.
actually filled with chips instead of air, and then
Okay.
and then someone treated with like, the barcode
Hmm.
or something else which like contain like the packet number,
Hmm.
which like and I do say so like whoever did packet number like 014567 like that,
Hmm.
thank you for actually filling up the pack.
Hmm.
So it, like in like and like people will actually tell him like, oh, you probably should have said that because like the company might be able to track it down and then just like fire that employee. But
No.
but yeah, so like the same case.
Hmm.
Bandai should be able like to track down kind of like which box it is, and then like which like exactly which pack is this, and like because like even if like obviously when we open packs the cards are random, but like from the view of with the production line, like they probably have also counted like how many copies of each card should have been printed and everything like that. So they should be like able to track it down by mathematics if like the box was actually original or you like mix it up. And so like for me and my friends today we pre-ordered 2 cartons of Greatest Record. So we actually happened to open it after the official announcement. So like because like, a lot of us here in our place in case a Bandai employee is actually listening to us or somehow managed to find this video.
Well, who knows?
But basically a lot of us opened the cartons before the official announcement, and hence before the solution of like returning the boxes. They actually just open it like you did, just mixing everything up, so like they could never actually return the original box. And like that, I mean, they were screwed. Like they would get no returns. But luckily we opened that after the announcement. So our method was literally when we open a carton and then we're opening the packs, we open the pack so that it's not literally ripped in half. We open it so that it has like a hole to take your cards out. And you just pick at the last card. If it's not an SCR, put the cards back into the pack and just keep opening this way until you get an SCR. Then like you can take the cards out because that is not an error box. And if it's an error box, then we literally just put the cards back into the pack, put it into the boxes, and then my friend would write down his name, his phone number, because he pre-ordered the cartons, and then they will return it to the shopkeeper, who then in turns will report to the distributors, and then the distributors will tell Bandai. Like we had to do it that way. I mean, if is Bandai going to do anything for the overseas players? We don't know. We can only hope. Like even if they only give us back 1 Secret Art, I suppose that's good enough. Because like apparently even with the Saga version of Nova, it's actually not guaranteed 1 per carton.
Yes.
And like someone on Japanese Twitter actually managed to open 2 copies of Saga Nova in 1 box. Not 1 carton, 1 booster box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was fucking dumb. So,
wow.
yeah, and then obviously on the other hand, someone managed to open 4 error boxes in a row.
Oh.
The pain, indeed.
Damn, man. The other guy is eating good tonight. The other guy is like, he's eating grass for the rest of the year.
No, he's eating the shit of the guy who was eating good. But and then I thought the God pack was guaranteed in like a carton. It is not.
Okay.
So we opened 2 cartons today. We didn't get any God pack.
No. Yeah,
and
I guess.
Like for those who don't know, the God pack just means that
all 8
there
are
will
secret rares.
There will be 1 booster pack. For whatever reason, will have 8 secret arts, and it's supposedly a surprise from Bandai because like they literally just tweeted out saying, "Did you get a God pack? Did you enjoy that? Tell us, that kind of stuff." So yes. Apparently that's also a rare thing, and we were so unlucky we didn't manage to get a pack of that. And even worse, like because like we were like 6 people sharing 2 cartons. And each of us need a full play set of budget dollars. At the end, at the end we only opened 4 playsets.
Oh.
And then we were supposed to open 2 more, but they got returned because they're from the error box.
Ah.
Yeah, so I was supposed to get my $100, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I decided to give up because I don't need it right now. Since I'm using Ice Princess right now. Like, I spent a whole week to train up my Isis deck, and then I realized Ice Princess is actually better to deal with Japhet.
Yes.
Fuck me.
You have the answer in your hands all this time, Ayumu.
I mean, I have Isis, but like, and like, I technically I got all the cards except Zero's Barrier, and I'm glad I didn't buy it because it's like £15 per copy over here, which is like, again, if you get like a full playset of Zero's Barrier, you can build like you can basically build a deck.
Yeah, almost any decks, any of the modern decks.
I mean, let's say a Pavati deck, for example.
Yeah.
Actually, no, more than that. A Fermat deck. There we go.
But Fermat deck is not. It's probably a tier 2 at best. I guess.
Well, I mean, it's not. Well, it's like. I mean, I don't really know how to explain this, but like, I mean, Obolo would actually be around the same price as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's like obviously the utility would like cost the price to differ a little bit, but not that
at
much.
Least the core, yeah, at least the core you will get it.
yeah, but like my point is that 3 copies of Zero's Barrier can cost you a deck, an actual playable deck, at the very least. So
yeah.
it was a hell lot of money, and I'm glad I didn't go for that before I realized that Ice Princess does better.
Yes. Origin is like still strong even until now.
But oh my god, that's why I'm so pissed right now with Bandai for everything. It's like I'm having a menstrual cycle for like half a year.
So what is your next story?
What is my next story? I'm still not done with the story.
Okay.
out of all the secret arts we got freaking free Roaring Demon God SCR. And that's like the cheapest SCR in this set.
Okay.
Yeah, we only got a redemption because we managed to get 4 secret arts of Bloodshed Blade, which is like the rarest one, which is like the most expensive one in the set. But then, like, we also, I mean, I have my record here. Let me open it up because we had to like pay the money back and everything like that. So we got like a full. We literally had someone today, just like typing up a whole Excel file just to list down how many copies we have, how much it would cost, and then like how much money we have to pay back to the one who pre-ordered it and everything like that. And then so like starting with like the highest parts. So for the parallel ones, Bloodshed Blade, we got 4 parallel. Fina we got 3, Lilia we got 3. And we only got like 1 lavender parallel.
Okay.
We don't need 3 Lilia, man. But like it's like. But like we always been saying, like kind of like, especially the secret arts, like they kind of age like wine. Like it might not cost this much right now, but when the set is gone, and then some people actually try to hunt them down, that's when you would like actually get some money back from it. So out of all the parallel arts, the only one that we didn't get was the Fruit of Life. Basically the lolly version.
It's the doubter and that version. It's the wholesome version. It's not lolly version.
Yeah, and
that's a subtle
like,
difference with it.
and it's the one that Toki wants the most, and he never got it.
No, he just wants a daughter.
Yeah, and then Liza Pereira will also only got 2.
Mm-mm.
I want 3, but no, we only got 2.
Yeah.
Freaking hell.
Mm-mm.
And then like, but like, it's nothing too much to talk about. But then like, I mean, okay. So the double X rares actually are very balanced because we got 9 copies of Lavendar and 9 copies of Lilia.
Mm-mm.
And then we don't need that much Lilia. Freaking hell.
Exactly.
And Rebirth X rare.
Uh-uh.
Now this is freaking stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at it right now, it's pretty balanced, but oh my god, like the most amount of copies that we got was is literally the most useless one.
Mm-mm.
Crown Solar 10 at 14 copies.
Oh my god.
And the most useful one is Bloodshed Blade, and we only got 10 copies.
No.
And then Steel Moon Mirage, we got 13 copies. Freaking hell. Freaking hell. What are we even gonna use it for? You're not gonna buff Galaxian anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
At least I hope they're not.
Mm-mm.
Because seriously, Galaxian doesn't need a new deck right now.
Yes.
And then like go on. I mean, the rest is just fine.
Mm-mm.
We got like some decent copies. Antares 13, Black Gallo 13, Sea Scory 13. That's fine.
Yeah.
But okay. Down to the X-Rares.
Mm-mm.
Ultimate Kaguya, 15 copies.
Okay.
Siegfrieden Revival, 13 copies.
Okay.
Lakshmi, 12 copies.
Okay.
Freaking hell. And then oh my god, like I mean it's like a very, it's pretty balanced amount, but then like you consider like kind of like the usefulness they have.
Mm-mm.
Like, you know, like when they refill Lakshmi,
Mm-mm.
it was so obvious that they only released her for the waifu tax.
Mm-mm.
Like they were literally thinking, I bet it's gonna be like one staff member saying they're like, I want a new art of Lakshmi,
Mm-mm.
but what reason do we have to reprint her? And then the staff member just like, because we're reprinting Ultraman.
Why
And
don't
then
we
the
get
others like,
them the
yeah, and then
Fighting
the others
Spirit
like,
Grand Walker?
yeah, and then the others like, good idea, we'll do that. Well, oh my god, 12 Lakshmi. I don't even know how we can sell that, because like over here, one copy of Lakshmi is literally only £1.
I think even
Even
will-
Siegfrieden is gonna cost more than her, man.
oh by far.
Yeah, like
By a huge
Siegfrieden.
margin.
Well,
Yeah,
not huge, but
it's a really big margin actually.
no, it's not really. It's like Siegfrieden. I'll give it maybe like £3 a copy.
Yeah, I mean like well, I mean like I'm looking at the Singaporean price and it's like 1 to 5, so it's
Oh my god, yeah.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
it looks, I mean like if you only compare these two cards in isolation, it feels like this card is 5 times the price, like.
Yeah, because like
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I mean the thing is,
Britain is much more general, I guess.
yeah,
I mean, like at the worst scenario, it's a free body with 2 symbols, and can destroy up to 8 costs. So yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can kind of say the same with Lakshmi, but then like with oh my god, the Lakshmi is blue, and why would you waste a space for a card that would discard 3 of your own cards and only draw 1 and ditch 1?
Yes.
When you can literally just add another copy of Strong Draw.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. Like you get what I mean. Sure, it's a Grand Walker, but like in these days, there's so many ways to negate their effect, to watch their symbols, to literally destroy them. So I might as well use Strong Draw.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is different to Dig Freedom, which is literally giving draws to white, and that's the main point. So yeah. Lakshmi is literally what we call the booby trap in this set.
Well, you are
Yeah.
not wrong. Got some comments for my start deck, and then like, yeah. Now that you mentioned that, Siegfrieden can actually help with it, but yeah, it's too late now.
I mean, if you need Dig Freedom, we have, because like literally none of us are taking it, so we have 13 copies for sale.
Oh my god. We
Make
will
it
see
free if you
later.
want.
I'll look at my mood later.
Yeah.
Because it's like the kind of deck that I just made for gold fishing, right? Like on paper it sounds nice, and then I took it out, and then I went like,
I mean, the thing with Dig Freedom is like, even not right now, just like in the future, if you're gonna to build like Asian Dragon of our machine, like it's an immediate free copies. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, just but yeah, just like, and then the rest, master rare, rebirth rare, stuff like that. They just like add like a decent amount. Like everyone got like 3 copies each, and then we still got some spares. So that's why for our case we call it the good record. But is it great? It's not. Is it perfect? Definitely not.
Is it the greatest?
No.
Far from it.
Like
Exactly.
okay, let's be honest. Nothing would be greater than the greatest record of 2021. As you know, not 21,
Is it?
2019, I think.
So that is PSC 36, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I was looking at
Yeah.
it earlier, and then it was like, yeah, the higher is higher, but the lower is lower. Like how to say, like, okay, so you got and you actually have Siegfrieden in here as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of, like, so BSC 36 is literally like you just literally going for the X rares. But like then like with like the greatest record this time, like you will also like actually want the common cards as well.
Yes.
Except the sword detectors. Like, why the fuck do you even reprint them?
Yeah. That's the biggest question mark that we have, right? Like, yeah, sure, they work with praise, but do you really need more? Like,
And
especially now with all the contractors being very racist.
No, that's the thing, because the new contract, well, I call them the contract braids, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
The new braids, they're all exalted swords. So Bandai thought, yes, this would be useful. When they basically just gave draws to the decks anyway, so they don't need it.
Wait, are they really exalted swords?
Yeah, they are. They are. They literally are. Like, you see a book, it's an exalted sword. Don't question it.
No, because I remember like the extras are literally swords. And okay, so let's see at the 4 answer. So 4 answer is literally a sword.
Yeah.
It is engage and silver 0. So it doesn't even have exalted sword, and it's a literal sword.
Wait a second. Wait, what? Really?
Yes.
I mean,
So
I don't
the
play the new
extra
deck right
praise,
now,
if
so I didn't
I'm not
realize.
wrong, like at least 4 answer is that 4 answer doesn't have exalted sword. Choi Jar doesn't have an exalted sword. Bloom Stem doesn't have an exalted sword. So they have a new family called
Bro,
Engage.
bro, oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna have another thing to be pissed about tonight. Thank you. In a sarcastic tone.
You are welcome.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so bad. Okay, copy up. At least the purple one is still useful in some other cases.
True. And then I just
Like
bought the yellow one just for collection.
like the white sword detectors is like outdated
Mm-mm.
because we have wrist guard.
Mm-mm. Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Oh my goodness.
like the blue one is gonna be useful sometimes, but okay. So like literally out of the 6,
Mm-mm.
the useful ones are literally just purple and blue,
Mm-mm.
and then the rest is shit.
Kind of, yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. For my
I
life.
see.
For my life. Literally for my life.
Mm.
And then like our friend calculated everything. So like, each of us took everything.
Mm-mm.
And then like we're planning to sell them both, and obviously it's gonna be me doing all the selling because why the not? And then if we manage to sell all of them,
Uh-uh.
then each of us would get a profit back of around at most £30.
And that
Each
is
of us spent £100
uh-uh.
on like 2 cartons, and if we manage to sell all of them, which is probably going to take at least a month,
Mm-mm.
and like there's always the question of if we even manage to sell all of them,
Mm-mm.
then we might get a profit of £30 each.
So you'll get an income of 130 and then you get a net in profit of 30 or
And a net profit of 30.
but that's yeah,
I'm
man,
basically,
like
I'm basically
technically.
saying it's not worth it. You're
Yeah.
literally spending a whole month trying to clear like a whole box of cards, and then at the end you only get £30 back.
Well, yeah, I mean like since your stock
And
is
that's
only that.
only on the assumption that you actually managed to clear the box, which you probably won't.
Yeah.
So, oh my god,
It's okay. It's 30%. It's 30% profit, Ayu. People will kill for that amount of
no.
profit.
It's not 30%. It's £30.
No. I mean like you spend 100 and then you got 130,
No.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh, actually yes. It's £100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you get 100 and then you get 130, so the profit is kind of 30%.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
well, at
Well,
least I got
yeah.
my At least I got my testalizer and pole carrier. So I
Yeah.
guess there's that.
Yeah.
We managed to got like actually we didn't get enough tester pole carrier, but then like one of us decided to open an extra box beforehand, so like he got one extra copy for me.
Yay. What a good friend.
Yay.
What a good friend.
Yeah, but like what was it? If I can, I might try to get two more parallel riser, because I just really like the art. I really love those goofy faces.
Yeah. That is like not the that is like the secret for Aiza, but that's like the one that is shining the most is like the Graphira. So it's like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean like
And
my most favorite Ice Princess of that generation is Graphira, so it's like oh my god, this is just just too cute, and the cutest sense like it's like she's later I mean, like I think one of my friend one of my friend is now gone. But yeah, basically he said that comparing like the art style of Ice Princess in the past, it was more like Final Fantasy-esque, right? Like the Final Fantasy box art.
yeah,
So it's more like a fantasy and stuff. And then now it's basically Disney Frozen. And then yeah,
he's not wrong.
if you put it that way, the new Graphira is like cute. Like if you compare it to like Pixar or Sanrio characters, basically like it is cute because it was meant to be cute, kind of thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
He's out of range, but he has a point.
Yes.
Oh my
Exactly.
god, I didn't even think about that. I mean, I only know that Glafira carries the whole bakery, but
Uh-uh. Like, man,
that's
even after carrying all the bakery and then she still wants other people's bakery.
yes.
Uh,
But no, actually, at least from the Rebirth era,
mm-mm.
I mean, I think most of the cutest ones are from the Rebirth era anyway. Like Euro just isn't my taste. I don't like
Mm-mm.
glasses.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but I think my favorite would be either Liza or Clara.
Mm-mm.
It's like, I mean, Liza looks like the kind that like pretends to be serious, but like
Mm-mm.
you can like just like poke her and she will start laughing. That kind of
Mm-mm.
personality.
Mm-mm. Ah,
And yeah, and then Clara just seems to be like the playful one,
mm-mm.
which is like when she's bored, she will just go to the ice palace to find Glafira.
Oh,
I think.
that's
I mean. I
intriguing.
think. I think that's. I think that's. I mean, literally in the flavor text, it says that. It says that Clara always visit Glafira.
Mm.
So. So there's that. And
Ah.
then. And then Paul Carey looks like. Cause if I got my if I got my lore right, I
Mm-mm.
think Paul Carey is supposed to be the older sister of Clara.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And I think I see Paul Carey as like kind of the overprotective sister
Mm-mm.
who's like also very straight.
Mm-mm.
And then there's Clara the playful one, and then there's Glafira who's like spoiling Clara all the time.
Mm-mm. Mm.
And then there would be Liza just like overlooking all the goofy stuff that Glafira's doing.
Mm. Yeah, that's really endearing. Yeah, for me it's mostly Grafira. I just like that she always looks like the most graceful. But now that we know this side of her, it's like, damn, she has an ice person. Okay, so she has her graceful side and she has her goofy side, so that makes her a full human.
I mean, when you see her smile like that on the
Mm-mm.
Master Rare version, you
Mm-mm.
know that she's the goofy one.
Is it?
I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
I mean, it might be because you have read enough manga, feel.
yeah, maybe I was just tricked by how she dresses. So it's like, yeah, she looks like the most serious one until Pulcheria comes in. Like after Pulcheria comes in, it's like, yeah, uh, Pulcheria definitely looks like more like the straight laced serious version. I think with Clara, it's also visible that she is the most playful one since she also goes to the realm of light, like basically the place where the divas are,
Yeah,
to buy
some
sweets. So it's like, yeah.
some debated that might be a parallel world, but
Mm,
I don't know. I would like to see it to be on on the same universe.
yeah. Because also like the diva Clara also like mentioned like the other ice princess as well, right? Like she went to the shop to
Yeah.
basically buy stuff for the others.
But like you can't really argue back if someone says that, oh, it's just a parallel world with the same characters. So
Yeah, true. No. She is definitely she's definitely the Clara. I mean like she's basically a legend doll, right? Like because she has the new like the now basically all the legendal stuff is basically just okay, they belong to all families.
no,
Is it?
technically the only Legendary member right now is Raquel.
Ah yeah. Yes.
Technically.
Technically yes.
So yeah, that's I mean we can look back on the Diva voting and see like how Bandai try to classify it.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not gonna look for that now. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Maybe
but
we can make a whole episode just to talk about divas.
yes,
Like
indeed.
maybe a whole
Why not?
season just talking about divas.
Why not make it this episode?
Well, I mean, like we haven't had our we haven't fulfilled our quota to talk about Saga. Oh my god,
Wow.
oh my, this is
Yeah,
this is the job. We are doing serious stuff. Nah, just kidding.
Haha,
But
lol. But yes, talk about Saga. We're recording this like literally the day after the Ohio Grand Open has finished. I spent my whole night watching it, and then I slept at like 5
before the
a.m.
final.
Yeah, before the final, because like they started the final like after 5 a.m. I didn't bother to keep watching that, especially since like none of the decks were purple.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, actually, like the top 4 is 2 yellow and 2 red. Damn.
Like yeah, actually yeah. So top 8 games. We got 3 purple decks, and then 3 yellow decks.
Yeah, 3 yellow
And then
decks.
two Pterosaur. And then in the top 4, somehow not even one purple deck made it through. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
Because you are not there, Ayumu.
I am utterly disappointed.
Because you are not there to stop the dinosaurs.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. And then so like I just like, I mean, at the top 4 games, I already like on the edge of giving up to keep watching because purple is there. But I kept watching because I was waiting for my laptop to charge up. I couldn't sleep yet. But so yeah. But then like in the final games, I just didn't bother to watch it because like it's like like especially since like that game is actually like a repetition because like the 2 contestants has already faced each other before, and it was also filmed. Like it was also streamed like on Twitch, like on day 1. So like I mean, obviously their plays are gonna be different, but like you're basically watching the same thing again. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, one of them yeah, I'm just gonna call him out. Well, his Discord name is Pokali Wet, and then don't question it. I mean, he did tell me his real name, but I'm not sure if he wants it to be revealed on the internet. So, but anyway, Pokali Wet, he had been like consulting me about like purple decks and everything. So like he brought his own version in, which is like, I mean, basically just my version with like a few changes. Because he also followed my step and decided not to use any Cursed Dragon, I believe. I can't remember the exact list. Yeah, he didn't use Cursed Dragon either. So like he basically like just like follow what I did. No, actually, it's the
Is that what?
It's
What did he do?
It's wait, no, what? Oh no, it's the exact list that I'm using right now. Like if I have gone to Ohio, his list would be my list. Let's say it this way. Yeah. So and then like, I mean, obviously I'm not going to claim any like any credibility. It's his skill to get into top 16. So but yeah, he took his purple deck, and then he made it into top 16, but then like he just lost to the Fable Beast. Yeah. So that was very unfortunate. Like he was even so excited to tell me that like if he managed to get the champion place, he'll be so happy that he would like literally jump over to Hong Kong just to see me. So yeah, that was unfortunate, but like obviously top 16 is still massively great effort, especially considering it was like a 300 something people event. Actually no, I think it was
432.
no, yeah, it's 400. Like some set only like 360 turn up because of like a hurricane or something like that. But I suppose like at the end there was like still 400 or something, and then 9 rounds of Swiss.
Yes.
So getting top 16 from that
Mm-mm.
I don't even know if I will be able to do that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like so basically that means he, out of the 9 rounds, he only lost one of them.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
So that was really good. That was really good. I am very impressed indeed. And then he also told me that he saw at least 8 people.
Mm-mm.
I can't remember if it was 8 or 18. Like I'm not trying to exaggerate things here, but probably 8.
Mm-mm.
But like he said, he saw at least 8 people
Mm-mm.
who was using my exact list
Oh my god. You're
from
famous,
the
Ayumu.
German. I'm
Mm-mm.
famous, yes. But yeah, but yeah, and then also like obviously as you can see from the chart
Mm-mm.
right here, like purple still, like that's the thing I don't understand. Like in the top 16, there was like including the half purple, half white control.
Mm-mm.
There was 8 purple decks,
Mm-mm.
and somehow none of them make it through top 8. Like obviously I didn't see anything, so
Mm-mm.
I can't say if it's like skill issue or like some other things, but like just as a purple player in general, it's just like it's kind of depressing to see like losing once again.
Mm-mm.
But obviously on the other hand, it's actually very impressive for 2 yellow decks to get
Mm-mm.
into top 4.
Yeah. Yellow
And like
represent.
yeah, it's like so like I didn't watch through the final round, but then
Mm-mm.
like the others told me that like the yellow player made quite a lot of mistakes in the final round.
Mm-mm.
I mean, which like makes sense. You literally ran through 9 rounds of Swiss and then
Mm-mm.
a top 16 games,
Yeah.
which is like basically
13 rounds.
4 more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 plus 4, 13 rounds. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's a lot. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Um, but yeah, it's very unfortunate. I was thinking that maybe for once there would be like a yellow champion,
Mm-mm.
but then like no, it's Pterosaur again. Of
Yeah.
course, it's freaking Pterosaur again. And then and then we complain why red gets no good cards in set 2, because I think Bandai just decided no, this deck is good enough. You don't need
Yeah.
more cards.
Exactly. And like yeah,
But yeah,
it's interesting, right? Like no other deck can perform as consistently. Like even if they don't win, like Pterosaur will still be in the top 4, like pretty much
yeah,
confirmed.
yeah. That's for sure. Like literally, I think literally the only time they didn't make it to top 4 was um what was it? The pre-launch event.
Mm.
Like at least in London, they didn't make it to top 4.
Mm.
But then like after that, I'm pretty sure like like in every Grand Open, like there would be at least one Pterosaur deck
Mm.
in like top 4, and like or at least top 8 for sure.
Mm.
So so yeah, it's very interesting how like consistent it's been, like, and it's like, and like judging from like each card's own performance, like I don't even think the deck was supposed to be that consistent,
Mm.
but somehow it managed to be.
I know, right?
so so there's that. And then like the other thing is also like yeah, so another interesting thing is like in the Ohio Grand Open,
Mm.
in the top 16, there wasn't a full white deck.
Yes.
There was only one purple white control, and
Mm.
then that's it. Like
Mm.
not even one full white deck. It is very surprising actually.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know if it's because like most of the white decks got outpaced or anything like that.
Mm.
I mean obviously it can be because there were too many yellow decks, because like yellow is just generally very hard to deal with. Like watching the streams, like probably like the easiest deck to deal with yellow was Pterosaur, unironically. But then like the rest would be at some points struggle to deal with yellow. Especially since yellow, the most efficient way is to destroy their Nessuses. And because like that's the main draw source, like Paradise. Literally like if they manage to stack 2 or 3, it's like the drawing 2 to 3 cards every turn. That is some freaking consistency there.
Exactly.
So yeah. So like I think the main solution is to destroy the Nessuses, and obviously Nessus destruction effects only exist in red right now. So being a full red deck like Pterosaur with like kind of like an advantage in terms of like resources and everything. And then like also kind of the main pieces of like the main yellow spirits, most of them are also like 6,000 PB or less, which is also something that red can deal with because you have Volcanic Break, which can destroy 6,000 BP or less.
Yes.
And like literally like in the I remember in like the top 8 and top 4 games, like whenever it was Pterosaur versus yellow, there would be the yellow player summoning Doe Eagle, and then the next turn Volcanic Break.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was like it was like terror, like the red deck is literally just oppressive over the yellow decks in general.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you have high skills, then obviously you get around it, which obviously the yellow decks did, because I'm sure they would have faced is run one red deck before the 16 top cuts. So yeah, it's actually very interesting to kind of like see the balance here. Like like at first, like I mean, there were a lot of mixed opinions, but in general, I think people did expect. Well, I think at the very first, before the pre-launch, people have been saying that yellow might be the best deck because of like the low cost rush, and then they realize it's one of the worst decks because you just can't get the draw consistency, and they just deem yellow as like the worst color.
Yeah.
And then they thought white would be the strongest because of how much defense it has. And then no, apparently it's also the worst cut. It became the worst color because it's too slow and it's too defensive.
Yeah.
I mean, and which that fact kind of like stay consistent right now because literally there wasn't any yellow deck. I'm not yellow. I mean, there literally isn't any white deck. Getting like the champion place, and then at some point people say that, I mean, I've talked about this before, but like, at some point people say that purple is the worst color because it has too many summon effects.
Okay.
And then it gives the opponent too much advantage from Star Blast draw. But I made this argument before, so I'm not going to repeat that. And also, as you can see from all the results, not just the ones in Ohio, the ones in Germany as well. I mean, obviously I did win that one, but like you gotta remember, like there were also like literally, you can say half of the venue were using Pterosaur or like just like red decks in general. But then like when it came to top 8, there were like 3 purple decks and only 2 Pterosaur decks. So yeah, so like as you can see, somehow the purple players managed to get around that advantage, and very consistently as well, as you can see. So so okay, purple isn't the worst color then. Like that's just like kind of the opinions and like speculations just go around so much. It's very. It's like it's even starting to get maybe like a little bit irritating because like a lot of times it just seems like, you know, kind of like the players which the others have regarded to be like the better players just to say, we're going left, and then everyone will go left, and then like one of them just jump out and say, hey, no, we're going right, and then like, everyone will go to right, and then like it just kind of goes like that all the times, just like shifting to random directions, and I hope that it will change like as time goes by, because what is it, it's just like, I mean, obviously I'm not saying like people are dumb or anything like that, but it's not a good sight to see when when like kind of like the players of higher places, like I'm trying to stay fake here, but like if you're smart enough, then like you can probably figure out what people I'm talking about. But like, you know, kind of like the players with the higher places like say something, and then like the rest of the player base just like don't even try to think through if that is even correct, and they just decided, let's go with that, and then they decided it's not a good thing, and then but like instead of trying to analyze anything by themselves, they just decided to listen to another player, which, you know, often gonna have a wrong opinion as well. So yeah, so basically what I want to say is that hopefully as time goes by, there will be more players just like analyzing the scene by themselves instead of just 100% following others' suggestions.
Bottom line, what we want, what we are not trying to diss anyone. We just want you to enjoy the game more, invest more emotion to the game, kind of. Because I think I think like the problem is like maybe like some of the more casual players, they just want to still check out PSS, right? So they probably are not as invested as we do to kind of like find our own answer or just analyze stuff. Like, yeah, because like if you don't have that much investment, and like, yeah, I only have like probably 1 hour a week to kind of keep up with PSS. So how do I do that? I'll see what people think about it, and yeah, I guess since I will trust that they invest more time in the game, then they would have made much more. Their opinion might have carried more weight than mine. But yeah, I mean, like as Ayumu said, like even what we talk about, like especially Ayumu has won, I don't have any credibility to say anything. But if I share something about PSS, it's mostly like what I think is fun for me. So like and especially I don't think I'm good at making decks in general. So if you have ever found my deck list by mistake and you somehow find it inspiring, I hope that you can before you copy it as because I copy it as from other people. So I'm talking big about all of this, and I no, I'm talking big about all of this, and I did the crime myself. No, I basically took the piece from other people, and then I kind of like play with it a little bit, and okay, so this works for me, this doesn't work for me. Then I see why does it work for them, and then it kind of evolves into what I use today. So I hope you can find you can have you can I hope you can enjoy the game to the point where you are then to the point in which you are willing to invest more time to kind of discover what makes the game fun for you.
Yeah, and and I think the how to say, like, the thing is, like, you don't have to think everything by yourself. Like, taking other people's deck list is completely fine. Like, it's the usual practice as well. I mean, I would do that as well. Maybe not in Saga yet, but like certainly in like the other games. But like, I would always encourage like kind of discussions, or like just in general, like sharing your experiences on like using the list. Because like like obviously, like after I became the champion, like every day I would get like someone new just like asking me to use the list, and like asking me to explain how to use the list, etc. And then so far I've been staying like in discussion with like at least like 4 other purple players, and like kind of like the discussion we have in between, like not necessarily just like staring at a card and then decided if it's useful or not. We're talking about like literally, for example, say that one of them would say that, hey, I think that putting 2 copies of Fuller in the main deck would be useful. And then I would say, okay, like, I'm not gonna say it's bad. Do you want to go ahead and test it? And then he said, yeah, I'll do that. And then he won one of the online events, and then he came back to me and said that, you know what, actually, Fuller isn't that great. And then I was just like, take that checkpoint. I'm just gonna tell the other pro player who's also considering to put Fuller in the deck. But that's the thing that we have. Like, we would like at the start, at the beginning, we would be using like kind of the same list or like similar lists. But then, like, depending on our own environment, we will like tweak it little by little. And then after our experiences, then we would tell others if it worked for us particularly. Well, I mean, for example, it would work for me particularly or not. And then we tell the others, and they would judge by themselves if that card is going to be useful for them. And this is the kind of interaction that you would want to have. Like, you have some kind of audacity, for yourself in terms of like deck building and just like playing the game in general, like not just like following a formula that like the others give you. I mean, fortunately, you don't get that in Saga yet, because like there were too many scenarios that like you would have to change your tactics and anything like that. But then, like, on the other hand, you're like also getting some general guidance from like other players who like are sharing like kind of like similar lists, similar experiences, stuff like that. Like, after I came back from Germany, I literally joined no other Saga events. Like, I basically barely touched my purple deck either. But even without that, just by talking to like the other purple players, I've edited my purple list at least twice. So yeah, so like you can see how much like kind of like an in-depth discussion can actually go far. So yeah, and also Theo, just so you know, actually one of them also tried out your yellow list, and he actually really likes it.
Oh no. Oh no. Now it's pressuring me to actually make a video about it, Tam.
I mean,
Oh.
a lot of them actually ask for your list. Like, if you have checked on my channel,
Yeah.
yeah. So like that's a good thing. Like, they
Yeah.
think your list is actually good. Hey,
Yay. Oh no.
yay.
I mean, like, I appreciate that you guys find it useful. Hopefully you guys can find it useful. Anything I could say at this point will only degrade myself, so I will stop. I hope you guys can improve it and make it work for you guys. Well, anyway, I guess we have fulfilled our quota for today. Oh my god, it feels like we are talking about Saga like as if we are forced to. We are not. Just we want a little bit of balance. Since
last week it
Mm-mm.
was me sleeping and then Theo just carrying the whole thing. So like
Uh-uh.
today I decided a little bit me doing the opposite.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah. Yeah, we are bringing back. We are bringing back the balance, and then you see the amount of Battle Spirits content that I can bring versus what Ayumu can bring. That is why I'm the bad YouTuber. But anyway, if you guys want, I hope that we have talked pretty much about pretty recent stuff this time. Hopefully it is interesting to you guys. But if you guys want us to talk about something more particular, more specific, where it is about Battle Spirit Saga, or life in general, you guys can always reach us at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I guess that has been everything from us for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you guys all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye bye.